Arenas Boxfights is the newest permanent game mode addition to Fortnite. This is an official boxfight game mode by Epic, which offers 16 players solo and duo matches as well as 1v1 duels. Players get put in multiple rounds into small arenas to fight one opponent or one enemy team per round. The first to reach 20 wins in solo or 15 in duo will be declared champions of the match. Loadouts are randomized ahead of every match, but they are very similar. You always play with one AR, one SMG, one shotgun and 2 health items. I barely noticed any differences between the different loadouts. The variety seemed honestly quite small. What was apparent, however, was how overpowered shotguns are in this mode in comparison to other weapons. You can hit all your shots with an AR or SMG, but if your opponent gets one clean headshot in with the shotgun, then it's all over. In a Battle Royale match, this wouldn't be much of a problem, since there are different combat situations and distances that change things up. In arenas, however, there are only very small scale maps. It's interesting how the waiting area in these matches is a gladiatorial arena, which reminded me of the awesome Colossal Colosseum POI from Chapter 2 Season 5. The maps during the actual rounds, however, are small ugly chambers, which are practically indistinguishable from each other. They try to up the presentation by offering small cutscenes ahead of and after the matches, but those are certainly not enough to convince Boxfight veterans to make the switch to the now official version. What is really preventing the switch from regular Boxfight players to Arena Boxfights, however, is the terrible technical status of the game mode. The list of bugs and glitches is long, and at launch the game mode was practically unplayable and didn't even start for most players. Epic fixed some of those issues, but you will still experience frequent glitches in all matches. There are many visual errors, footsteps will be silent in nearly half the matches, which in a game mode like this is game breaking, and at other times you will not get any opponents due to disconnects and be permanently stuck in the match. The unofficial boxfight maps in Fortnite Creative are in much better shape, and those were created by amateurs, while Arenas Boxfights is the work of professional developers. Until they fix those issues, there's little incentive for veterans to make the switch to the official version. I'm also surprised that Epic didn't try to mix things up by, for example, offering a real BR tournament for boxfights. Every round one team or player could be eliminated and only the winner would progress to the next stage. This could have mixed classic boxfights with a round-based BR concept. Now Arenas Boxfights is practically identical to the creative boxfights, but significantly worse and glitched. I was also shocked to read that Epic is apparently trying to reach a casual audience with this game mode. Keep in mind that Arenas Boxfights is ranked only and build only, without zero build or non-ranked options. This is the least casual combination imaginable. The only players this could appeal to are hardcore players, but Epic doesn't believe they can attract those either. And this was even before taking into account the many glitches of this game mode. It seems there is simply no real target audience for Arenas Boxfights. There are currently also many disconnects going on in the game mode, which makes the experience worse for everybody. 2v2s with random teammates are sometimes near unplayable, because teammates disconnect all the time, which makes the experience unbearable for their remaining partners. Casual players try it out and are shocked by what they see, so they leave. But it also makes the hardcore players who gave the game mode a chance leave in turn as well. A sinister circle, but it's really not looking good for Arenas Boxfights. Arenas Boxfights is the official Epic version of Boxfights, who have been one of the most important parts of Fortnite Creative since 2019. In 2026, it however seems like it's too little, too late. The game mode is apparently aimed at casual players, but only offers settings for hardcore players. The technical status in the launch period is outrageous and makes this a significantly worse option to play than the unofficial boxfight modes. You also have to keep in mind that this is the first new permanent game mode after Fortnite announced the shutdown of Ballistic and Rocket Racing. Perhaps not the best game modes in Fortnite, but they at least brought something unique to the table. Epic shutting them down to create this flawed experiment is certainly not a good look either. In order to save Arenas Boxfights, I would suggest offering zero build and non-ranked versions, fixing the many glitches, offering better maps and more elements to differentiate itself from creative. Otherwise, I wouldn't be shocked if Arenas Boxfights doesn't even last till 2027. It's honestly shocking how Epic once again launches a new game mode in such a rough state, that it will automatically leave a negative first impression with most players, severely limiting any potential of the game mode. Right now, Arenas Boxfights gets a 4 out of 10 from me. In this sense, thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you on the next one. By the way, here's a link to a playlist of all my other review videos of Fortnite game modes. I hope you enjoy!